Hi guys, welcome to Talk to Rachel. Our video today is about modal verbs. Can, could, would, should, etc. What are the principal modal verbs in the English language and when do we use them? If you find it difficult to understand everything that I am saying, you can turn on the subtitles here on your screen. Let's go. Verbs. They are a type of auxiliary verb, also called a helping verb. This means they work alongside other verbs to give your sentence a new meaning. For example, they can change the tense of your main verb, or they can indicate the possibility, permission, or necessity for something to happen. The most common English modal verbs are can, could, will, would, should, may, might, must, and shall. Don't worry, I'm going to discuss what each one means and how to use them now. First of all, can. One of the most common uses for this modal verb is to express ability. In this case, it's another way of saying be able to. So I can play the guitar. I can play the guitar. This also works if you're asking a question about someone's ability to do something. Typically, you would say, Can you speak English? In a similar way, can also be used to offer permission, to ask for permission or to offer help. I can wash your car if you want. I can wash your car if you want. Can you please turn on the lights? Can you please turn on the lights? You'll often also hear this modal verb used to express possibility of something happening. So temperatures can reach 33 degrees in the summer in England. Temperatures can reach 33 degrees in the summer in England. Now the verb could. Could is the past of can. So we use it to talk about past abilities. I could understand maths when I was a kid. I could understand maths when I was a kid. Could you hear the neighbour's party last night? Could you hear the neighbour's party last night? Could is sometimes used to express possibility, similar to can. However, unlike can, it can be used for possibilities and suggestions. We could go to the park or we could go to the mall. We could go to the park or we could go to the mall. So now will. Will is most commonly used to put an English sentence in the future tense. It indicates that something is going to happen in the future. I will wash my hair after I work out. I will wash my hair after I work out. They will visit their cousin next month. They will visit their cousin next month. In the question form, will is used to talk about if something's going to happen in the future, if it's going to happen. Will it rain tomorrow? Will we have an English exam in our class? Something that might happen in the future. We are asking a question. Now would. Would we use to talk about habit in the past. So in a repeated action that happened during our routine in the past. So when I was a child, I would ride my bicycle every day. When I was a child, I would ride my bicycle every day. As a teenager, I would read cartoons all the time. As a teenager, I would read cartoons all the time. Would can also express the willingness for something to happen in the future. the idea of would like to. She would like to come to your party. She would like to come to your party. They would like to drink some water. They would like to drink some water. Would is used in a question as well to ask someone to do something. However, it can sound more polite, okay? So this is normally used in formal situations. Instead of can you, we say would you. Would you please open the window? Would you please open the window? Would they please speak more quietly? Would they please speak more quietly? Another very common uses of would is in conditional sentences, depending on something else to happen. So you probably will recognize this structure of would, if. So she would go to the supermarket if you asked her. She would go to the supermarket if you asked her. I would become more fluent in English if I practiced more often. I would become more fluent in English if I practiced more often. The final one would be the idea of a desire, something to happen. So when we use this, we use the idea of wish together. I wish you would stop using your mobile phone when I am talking to you. I wish you would stop using your mobile phone when I am talking to you. So now should. Should is often used to ask for advice or to give advice or an opinion. You should revise for your exam. You should revise for your exam. The president should help his people. The president should help his people. Should I buy him a birthday present? Should I buy him a birthday present? It can also be used to describe something necessary, perhaps not wanted. So she should make her bed, but she doesn't want to. She should make her bed, but she doesn't want to. They should eat their vegetables, even though they don't like them. They should eat their vegetables, even though they don't like them. Should can also be used to show an expectation. He should be finished by 6 p.m. He should be finished by 6 p.m. The live lesson should start in 20 minutes. The live lesson should start in 20 minutes. Now may. May is similar to can, but it's considered a little bit more polite. We use it to ask for permission, okay? In a polite way. May I sit in this seat? May I sit in this seat? You may take a piece of cake. You may take a piece of cake. May is also often used to describe a possible situation. So we may go out tonight, Mum said. We may go out tonight, Mum said. Might is similar to may, that it can present a possibility. It's actually very common to hear may and might in the same situation, although may is slightly more formal. He might go to New York next year. He might go to New York next year. Now must. Must is the same idea of have to or need to, something that is an obligation. You must finish the report by Friday. You must finish the report by Friday. Must also expresses a strong suggestion. You must see the British Museum while you're in London. You must see the British Museum while you're in London. Must can also be used as a guess. If you think that guess has some kind of evidence behind it. He must be rich because he bought a Ferrari. He must be rich because he bought a Ferrari. And the last verb, shall. So we use shall I and shall we to make offers and suggestions or to give advice. So what shall we do with this? What shall we do with this? Shall I take an umbrella in case it rains? Shall we go to the cinema tonight? Shall we go to the cinema tonight? We can use shall instead of will with the pronouns I and we, but it is considered rather formal, okay, for predictions and intentions. Will is more common. We shall always remember this amazing day. We shall always remember this amazing day. So today we have revised the uses of the principal modal verbs in English. It is important that you watch this video again with your notebook and pause it to make your notes. There will be a post summarising this topic on my blog this week, and I will also be putting exercises in my Telegram group so you can practice too. I invite you to comment below if you enjoyed this video or if you have any questions. Remember, you can find me on Instagram, on Facebook, YouTube and my website talktorachel.com.br, which is where you can also access my free mini course. Remember, anything you might need, you can always talk to Rachel. See you next time, guys.